What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Low-Key Got Game. I hope y'all boys had a good Christmas, spent time with your family. Cardi just dropped Whole Lotta Red. And I ain't gonna cap. That shit. I will say one thing though. I'm happy he released this shit in 2020. Cause I did not want to start off 2021 on a bad foot. But since we are on the topic of leaving things in 2020, there's one thing I cannot let slide. I'm just trying to figure out how there's still any confusion on why the NBA players make more than WNBA players. I'm really confused. A lot of people, including WNBA players, try to make the narrative seem as if it's the discrimination of women, when that's literally not even it. You can literally look it up on Google. The thing is, the WNBA brings in around $25 million a year, while the NBA brings in $7.4 billion a year. That alone right there is more money to distribute to the players, obviously. Then on top of that, you have sponsorships, jersey sales. It's just more viewership and more money leading towards the NBA, and that's just a fact. So with all these facts going around, you would think it's common knowledge of why the NBA players get paid more than the WNBA players. But you still have people like Skylar Diggins coming out and basically saying that they have to fight to shorten the wage gap between NBA and WNBA players. And here we have a tweet from Kayla McBride saying, "I don't want to hear anything or anyone who doesn't walk in my shoes every day talking about salary in the WNBA. We deserve more, period. If you don't like it or watch it or whatever, stay in your lane, homie. You not out here hooping every night like I am." Then in a tweet below that, she talking about the people who talking junk can't even beat her in horse.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Now, what hooper have you ever known, somebody who can actually hoop, flex about beating you in horse? Is that a flex now? This is what I'm saying. This is why there's a wage gap. This is why. See, the issue really doesn't just lie with the WNBA itself. To me, it's way deeper because women do this in general, just normal women. Women will nitpick the small things and make it seem as if a man just committed a terrible crime, when in reality, they just blowing it out of proportion. I mean, Andre Iguodala complimented this woman about her game publicly. And somehow, some way, she still found disrespect in that. When the tweet above it, Jamal Adams said the same thing to Kenneth Murray. And look how that turned out. You see? Now here's a video of Candace Parker having an in-game dunk. A regular dunk. Now I want you to see the crowd's reaction.
On the run. We're going to get a dunk here. Yes! She did it! She did it with 29.5 seconds left.
So I already know what y'all want to say. Low key, dunks aren't as common in the WNBA. They just aren't. And I completely understand that. But they're going crazy like Flight reacts when he make a layup.
Reversal.
Now let's see the reaction from Jared Dudley's point guard Steve Nash when he does a generic ass dunk.
That was not a dunk.
As you can see, when she did the little basic dunk in the WNBA, they made it seem like she was Zion Williamson doing a 360 behind the back between the legs dunk over 3 cars. They're just held at lighter standards, and that's okay. And like I said, it's not about gender. I mean, if any woman in the WNBA was pulling this off, everybody would watch, and that's facts. It's just not much room for the WNBA to compete when you have stuff like this happening a lot in NBA games. But instead, they have this to offer. She said she was better than Boogie, by the way. Now let me tell y'all about a time I actually got to go head to head against a WNBA player. Now this just isn't any WNBA player. This is the 4th pick in the WNBA 2008 draft, the steals leader in the 2008 rookie season, 2-time WNBA champion, and 2 times NCAA champion. And not to mention, they retired her jersey at Tennessee. This is no other than Alexis Hornbuckle. Now, my friend's mother was in the WNBA, and Alexis was her friend outside the court and her teammate. So, one day my boy Derek hit me up talking about going to the YMCA, and I pulled up. And he told me that she was coming. Now, I'm not going to even lie to you. I was definitely excited to be going against a WNBA player because me growing up, playing in the NBA was one of my biggest dreams ever. So going against a WNBA player, it wasn't an NBA player, but it was kind of one step before it. For me, it was kind of like that just because, NBA, WNBA, it's just males playing basketball and women playing basketball. That's the only difference. So for me and her going on that court, I already had expectation for her to begin with just because she was a WNBA player. And I'm not going to lie, she didn't disappoint. I mean, her jump shot was on point. Her crossover was nice. I mean, she played rough. She played like a actual hooper, man. She could hoop. But me and Derek still got the best of her and her brother every single game. And the craziest part about that all, bro, we were in 6th grade. And that's absolutely nothing against her game because, bro, hear me out. She could hoop. But for her to be in the position she was in back then at that time, to get beat by 2 preteens who were in 6th grade, that taught me a lot about the WNBA at a young age. Hey, man, listen. The WNBA is entertaining in its own right, and I'll never take that away from them. I know what it feels like to actually take pride in your craft, to actually make sacrifices just to get better than everybody else. You got to miss out on some things in your childhood, man. Trust me, I know. But one thing y'all got to realize is, man, this NBA, WNBA, all of it is a business, man. You're doing this for the viewers. If you want more viewers, you want more money, you're going to have to entertain people, man. You got to change your game up. That's just facts, bro. Love.
Miami, snap with her waist that. Erase that, skirt off the racetrack. Dog ain't got money, hold on, wait. Erase that. Yo, man ain't got money, hold on, wait. Erase that. Dr. Miami, snatch with her wasted. Bankroll blues, just like unraced it. Say she got money, yeah. Bet then, say she got hoes. Yeah, triple threat then, barbecue. I'm trying to slap me.